trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. Not much in life feels better than really sticking it to your rival, and Iowa did just that against Minnesota a year ago.
They destroyed them, and I think you talked about it for a year. You've heard about it for a year. And rivalry games, they mean more. The emotion's a little bit higher. So if you don't think Palmer, Minnesota is going to be ticked off and ready to rock and roll, you're at the wrong game.
And this game's so important, too, because I think it just sets the tone for Minnesota and Iowa the rest of the year. They play this game in October, and if you win, you can ride the momentum into the rest of the season.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dickey. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Dean. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
We yell at the kids for being on
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him.
Just
Really nice
general.
job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Try to get it to the edge. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up, man.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Minnesota's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Finds his man, it's Smith. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. I'll tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Pitts. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And to enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down.
Right.
Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Amendola has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through?
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Smith. At the 35, he's got room. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lee. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. They just keep firing. Got his man to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On the move, it's Lee. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The run from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this up.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offside. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Dean. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the touchdown Hawkeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls it and fires to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off-play action on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Tollefson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Hawkeyes had this offense rolling. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Floats it out in space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's Let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. This offense starts deep in a hole. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Taking it the other way. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Iowa has added a little pork to this lead, and the Hawkeyes are getting closer to capturing Floyd of Rosedale.
Iowa has been dominant on both sides of the ball in this one, offensively and defensively, just doing what they want to do. They've got their foot down on Minnesota's throats right now, David. They're looking to end this thing.
They're Iowa, right? No matter the moment, no matter the stage, the rivalry, the trophy, they are who they are. And now Minnesota in a tough spot against a historically good defense year in and year out with the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play in the fourth quarter.
He's past the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. Past the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Music now. Music now. Come on. To the air. It's Tollefson. Quarterback now breaking the field. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots of...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
just fell off onto Grogu. Are you King of the Hill Gambit?